First win of the season at the weekend. What's the mood been like around the squad this week?
It's been excellent. It's been very upbeat. It's been very upbeat, to be honest, since I've got the job last week. We tried to take the pressure off the players. I think I've said already it was a difficult last Monday, but the boys have responded tremendously well.
How pleased were you with that response?
Very, very pleased. I mean, it's very pleasing for a coach and the manager and the staff when you see what you've asked them to do been implemented as well as it was. And I think for the home game last week, we sort of played like a counter-attacking away team, but it was very effective.
What's the latest on Lewis Guy's injury?
He's fine. Lewis was trained this morning for the first time. It wasn't concussion. It was just a lot of dizziness, and I think we found a brain in there, which was pleasing. So all is good. He's fine. He's bright. He's laughing this morning. So it was good to have him back on the training pitch.
And Rhys Jones is back in full training as well.
He is. Yeah, Rhys has had a little bit of a difficult time in terms of his quad. He pulled his quad. He was out for 4 weeks, and he's coming back to full fitness now. He's been back at Man United just to reassess, because he did have a slight concern about it last weekend, but it was just a bit of fatigue. But he's back in the fold, and he'll be available for selection this weekend.
Has OHanlon come through the week okay?
Sean's been excellent, yeah. I mean, all the senior players have. We asked them all if they could get on board with everything we do. There's going to be some new and fresh ideas implemented, and the sessions were going to be a little bit longer and a little bit tougher. But the senior players have stepped up to the mark remarkably well, and they've set the example, and that's exactly what we need going forward.
Any injury concerns ahead of the weekend game?
Right this moment, no. Dolly keeps me up to date, but apart from Chris Chandler, we've got a fully fit squad. I mean, Paul Tyrrell didn't train this morning only because I was concerned that his Achilles on both sides have been a problem. I know he's had a problem with his calves in the past, but he's managed that well this season, and it's important that we manage him because he's been a vital part of what we've done, and certainly how we set up last weekend with his industry and experience and expertise in the middle of the pitch. It works well for us.
And at Stevenage, never an easy place to go.
No, it's going to be a difficult game. We all know what Graham Wesley's teams bring to the party. They're very organised. They usually play 4-4-2, but in the weekend's game against Preston, they actually played 4-3-3. So it'll be two systems very similar. But as I say, they are organised. They're very hard working, especially at home. They've been difficult to beat over the years, and we drew there last year, but it was a particularly difficult game, a game that Lee Miller obviously got injured. So we know it's going to be difficult, but as I've said all along, I'm not really concerned about what team's in front of us. It's mainly about how our individuals and our team shape is and what our mindset is.
How much has the result last week, and indeed the response you've had from the players since you took over, strengthened your desire, your wish to move into management?
Well, to be honest, as I say, Monday was a difficult day, and the circumstances with which you get the position, or you get asked to do the position, it wasn't nice, but I didn't really have too much time to think about it, and with each day I feel I'm growing into the position. I feel I'm learning miles more. I mean, it's been difficult, but I hope I'm not a jinx. But in the last 8 days we've had 2 grandparents die, one member of staff and one of the players. You've got to deal with that. You've got to be understanding of their needs and their upset. And something new has cropped itself up every day, and even in terms of times, I've tried to stick to the times I've set people and given them, but it always overruns because you've always got an extra thing to do, and your time is at a premium. I mean, as much as you think it is as a coach and assistant manager, when you become a manager, there's just not enough hours in the day. So I've really enjoyed it. I feel like I'm getting better at the job. I feel like I'm improving every day because I do put high demands on myself and the players. But to everyone's credit, including the staff, who've been magnificent. They've got right behind, and they're fully hoping we get the position.
You mentioned the time there. What's been the biggest difference between the position of assistant manager and what you're doing now?
Well, the day starts a lot earlier and it finishes a lot later. And what I mean by that is, the phone never stops going. I think Greg was great in the sense that he shielded me from an awful lot of stuff. He dealt with an awful lot of the emails and phone calls from agents. But obviously now that's my domain, and I'm liaising with our staff and getting opinions all the time. We're going to games. We were all at games Monday evening, and you're just constantly talking to people. looking for opportunities, looking to see areas with which we can improve. And as I say, it's just, you go to bed thinking about it, you wake up thinking about it, you wake up in the middle of the night thinking about it, and you just hope that what you're doing is for the good of the football club, which I think everybody knows that it is. And you know, I know we're going to get judged on results, but I'm judging our staff and our players on the consistency and the effort they give us, and it's been first class.
So you're facing some potentially stiff competition for the job, but keep on winning and the board can't ignore you.
To be honest, it's funny because I keep hearing all these names and different bits and pieces, and to be honest, it just sort of washes over me. There's somebody actually gave me the expression yesterday, there's a lot of sexy names in it. And I thought, what's a sexy name? I didn't know there was any girls applying for the job, and if there are, happy days. But I mean, to be honest, I've just tried to get on with it. I've tried to enjoy it. I've tried to get the players to enjoy it. I've tried to embrace the fact that, you know, it's an opportunity. Not look behind me, not worry about anybody else doing it who are talking about doing it. I'm actually physically doing it on a daily basis, and as I say, I'm enjoying every minute. And it's great to get the rewards you get when you see the players react with the effort they gave us last weekend, the response they give us, and to their credit, and I'm so pleased for them. It's been a long time coming, but that win was very well deserved.
You've been quite saying, I have a vision of where I want to be, where I want us to be. What is that vision? Where do you want the team to be?
Well, first and foremost, I want the job. So I'll reiterate that that's the short-term goal, and the short-term goal to do that becomes even before getting the job, because we've got a game this weekend, which is vitally important. I've set ourselves a target. I've told the players what the target is. We've exceeded the target on the weekend, and that's not to say we're going to step off the gas, because we're not. Although I've set a target, doesn't necessarily mean that we can't go beyond the target. And it's not something that I want announced publicly, but it's to keep the players on their toes, it's to keep the focus, it's to keep the vision clear. I've said it's a 40 game season rather, and the 6 games of the opening part of the season weren't obviously good enough. But I asked if last week's performance from Monday to Friday could be taken to Saturday, and if that was our opening game this day of the season, we'd all be incredibly optimistic, we'd all be extremely happy, and we've done that. So I don't see any reason why that should change going forward. You know, let's see now if we can go back to back with an away performance and away result, and if we can, belief will grow. There might be a little bit less pressure from the outside influences, but I'm certainly not feeling it. I'll certainly continue to enjoy it whether we win or lose, if they give us that work ethic and that honesty, and that's all I can say at this moment.